going after individuals to testify, or merely their...
It's amazing. There's huge stuff going on in New Jersey.
Mike, we don't know who those other subpoenas are going to.
But when you change the channel, CBS is talking about the ice and the conditions of the snow. Look at this. For the first 3 minutes.
Dangerous, and the city of Hackensack stepped up and we're doing the right thing to clean up this area.
They were in Manhattan, now they're in New Jersey, talking about the snow.
Surely if it's ours,
See what's on NBC.
we don't know that it's ours.
It is a gray area, but we think we've
Come
gotten to
on.
the bottom of this. Bus stops in Paramus were cleared when we first did our story.
Nobly trying to restore America's middle class.
And of course, the mayor has his critics.
It will be a disaster for the city. The wealthy are going to be leaving. The wealthy produce loads of jobs here, raising the minimum wage. Companies will let go employees.
And on Wednesday, the mayor will lay out his first formal budget proposal where he'll have to offer some more details about how he plans to achieve his big goals.
Campaign manager and former deputy chief of staff to hand over documents.
Oh, okay. Maybe they are talking about it.
We're going to turn now to that Eyewitness News exclusive, and a principal on Long Island fighting for his job tonight. He was fired after he allegedly sexually harassed a teacher. He claims she made it all up as retaliation.
Digging out from last week's storm, with even more snow on the way.
Snow, of course.
Ceremony that day home to Trenton
Ah.
to work, but that
Oh.
David Wildstein was not on that helicopter ride, and that David Wildstein has never flown.
Parents, I miss my staff.
Darnell
Colin Reed, the governor's spokesman, said they've never shared a helicopter together with during Governor Christie's time as governor, and that they during Governor Christie's time as governor.
Oh, it is on.
and that they
Oh, look
said
at that. It's on 13 and 8.
On that 9/11 observance day from Jersey City, and then flew out by helicopter. Activity tomorrow, looking into what there might be some Senate activity tomorrow, looking into whether or not the governor can actually use some of the campaign cash.
I just want to see what CBS is talking about.
Well, Dana, this brutal winter is far from over, and the Fort Lee School District already out of snow days. Now, tonight at a public...
Out of snow
Campaign to
days.
use campaign funds to pay for his legal
Well,
defense.
civilization
At
is
the
going
same
down
time,
the toilet.
Senate Oversight Committee led by Senator Bob Gordon, the Democrat, is holding.
winter.
But look how pretty she is. Oh, look, it's
Because
It's
of
a
this
kid with
harsh
a
winter
smile on
weather,
his
the
face.
school district is already too
The governor's office of rebuilding czar Art Ferzan to testify, and the last information we got just a few minutes ago is that those officials will not be testifying tomorrow. Also, I should just add the governor's going to Chicago.
And
Whoops.
campaign manager Bill Stepien.
Michael
Whoops.
Aaron, of course, live in the committee room at the State House tonight. Thank you, Michael. Now, down the block and around the corner at Trenton City Hall, that's getting a lot of attention tonight because efforts are now underway to replace the recently convicted Mayor Tony Mack. Our David Cruz has that story.
Thanks, Tom. All right, bye-bye.
The man who would be Trenton's next mayor was working the phones today, or perhaps the phones were working him. Council President George Michel, who said he was trying to stay away from what he called the City Hall circus today, is waiting for the legal process to run its course.
Because you can't move anything forward. There's no bills being paid, just lawsuit after lawsuits coming in, and nothing, none of the work's being done. Leadership. No one's accountability for people coming to work. People make their own hours in the city of Trenton. It's the best place to work. You're supposed to be in 9 to 5. They come in 11, leave at 1.
Convicted Friday on corruption charges, Mayor Tony Mack has been out of sight since, choosing not to resign, forcing the Attorney General to go through the judicial process to force him out. The AG's office issued a statement today saying, quote, "We're seeking forfeiture of public office."
Forcing them out so that he could build condos, and they say that could leave them in a very tough situation. News 4's Greg Circle has the latest from both sides of this fight.
Julia Shields works at a bank just down the street from the Academy Gardens apartment complex, her home for over 40 years.
But also, the Newark Police Department wasn't doing anything about it.
One of those falsely arrested tow truck operator and owner, Michael Stewart, detained for a lengthy period for stealing cars.
They towed my tow trucks away and my cars.
And locked you up.
And locked me up.
Stewart got a $90,000 settlement. He says a federal monitor is a must.
It's about time, and it should have been done a long time ago, but I don't think anything's ever going to change.
The current police director, Samuel DeMeo, who will soon retire, is credited with making some reforms, including the recording of all stop-and-frisk searches.
It's not a done deal.
This lawmaker says a federal monitor is unnecessary and can be stopped if city council moves quickly to create an independent civilian complaint review board.
The city council, the mayor's office, we all have the ability to come up with a plan to resolve this issue as quickly and as well as possible.
This afternoon, Newark's mayor released a statement saying, quote, "We are still in discussions with the Department of Justice. A monitor is likely but has not been definitely decided." The police department said they have no comment on the issue. Liz, Bill?
We shall see. All right, Jeff, thank you very much. And as we continue with News 6 on this Monday,
Will drive them from their homes.
this to allow students to write about Malcolm X.
And new worries tonight about more potentially dangerous ice fall.
And to respect that.
The Village Planning Board could vote on the proposed condo project later this month. Greg Sergel, News 4 New York.
Got some breaking news right now affecting the evening commute. New Jersey Transit's warning passengers there are 20 to 30-minute delays right now for anybody trying to travel between Penn Station and Newark. It's
other documents and materials. Senator Greenstein.
8 Democrats and 4 Republicans are investigating last September's lane closures in Fort Lee. What Hillary Clinton really thinks of Monica Lewinsky and who she really blames for the infamous affair. Coming up, what some diaries reveal. Also tonight.
I call it petty politics with profound impact.
36 years on the job. Why this town supervisor says he's being forced out over one piece of paper. Lonnie?
Well, this weekend, the snowmageddon, snowpocalypse didn't happen, but...
His girlfriend, describing a military escort as he was trying to reach a rural town. No one has heard from him since. His phone no longer in service. His bank account hasn't had any activity. And his family and friends here at home on a mission to find him.
He never even actually rode a motorcycle until he planned this whole trip out.
And then we put it down. Mario Cañero and other friends turning this kitchen into command central, trying to get in touch with Mexican authorities and push the U.S. government for help. Harry's lust for adventure and mysterious disappearance now making national and international headlines.
The Voice for Real Estate in New Jersey. More information is online at njar.com. Verizon, communication solutions designed for the people and businesses of New Jersey.
The atmosphere, and we do really great conditioning. We do competitive boxing.
Making public school.
HDTV.
Verizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association. The start
model